This has been a lingering doubt of mine. At schools and academic settings, I find myself not fitted in a group, and in a group, I want the people to not be bland, do shallow talk, and be more interested in deep talk. And visionary people, full of visionary people, I would like them to consist. But I feel like the groups I always am in at school, I don't seem to uh, get mixed with them, or they seem to accept me. They always treat me a bit differently and distantly. And should we adjust to their mockery or subtle jokes they throw at us? Should we be bothered?
See, it's quite natural. It's expected. A person of high thinking cannot go well with the low thinking people. We are all matured people, right? And assume that tomorrow I get a small child and I have to play with them. Don't you think I'll go to that level and then start playing with them? But that doesn't mean throughout my day I am doing it, right? Just for making them happy, making them fun, entertaining them, I may go to that level sometime. So, to keep your relationship with your friends, sometime you will have to act like that. Otherwise, I'm sure people like you, maybe people who are very serious. I also had a similar problem during my schools and colleges. But I maintained a good relationship by being with them. Not that I am higher, they are lower. That sort of thinking is not there. They have some interest, I may not have that interest. Understood. But still, I will join as possible. Sometime I will invest. Sometime I will play with them. I will also have jokes with them, because we also should have lighter moments in life. It's essential. You have to go for movie. You have to go to garden. You have to go to park. You have to play games. You also should have. Everything is essential. But the time which you spend can be minimal. Probably the others will have more time on that and less time on serious things. Understood. Sometimes some people have physical problems. The physical problem will make them not to play, not to have groups, not to have all this. Shashi Tharoor keeps mentioning this. He had a lot of asthmatic problem in the childhood. Therefore, he was alone at home, not able to play with the friends, not too many friends. So his friends were all books. And that is what made him a great reader. And that is how his vocabulary is good. That's what he keeps saying. So sometimes it can be a physical problem which makes you to do that. Sometimes your emotional behavior pattern, character is like that. Anyway, you know how to adjust it and then do that if you want.
So sometimes I think they also don't understand my level of
100%.
entertainment.
100%. See, assume same way. I'm not at all good in cricket. If somebody comes with a cricket discussion, I will keep quiet. Understood. Most of the other games I will play, but cricket was not my cup of tea. Therefore, what happens is, and most of the time, the people when they join together, what do they discuss? Cricket
Com-
only. Today, most of the time, when the cricket match, what is that? Why are you not seeing? That's what happens. That's not mine. That's all what I say. So I don't go with such some discussion sometimes. So I will have to keep away. Nothing wrong.
Doctor, how much should people like us spend on screen?
Spend on screen.
Yes.
It depends on what you want to do. See, I am spending a lot of time on screen. But what do? I am doing my service with this. Assume that you are a bank employee. You will have to spend a lot of time on the screen, right? Because they all do on the bank. You are a software engineer, you will have to spend the time. As a student, you have a lot of books, but you want to know something beyond the books. Earlier, people used to look at dictionary. Now I keep saying, don't look at dictionary, look at www.wordhippo.com. That means again you are going to the screen only, right? What are you doing? That's what. Today you will have to go to ChatGPT. I have to edit all this. The video recorded, I will have to edit. So I am spending a lot of time, investing a lot of time on this. I can't say spending. I'm investing my time. So don't spend time, but invest time on the screen. Nothing wrong. And it can be not screen alone. You can be audio, right? Sometimes what I do is I keep the news and then listen to that. The TV, when you put it, involves multiple people to listen, right? When I look at my laptop, I can put an audio system and listen to that, or maybe on the mobile I do that. So looking is not what is important. How much knowledge you are gathering. And most of the time what I get is lot of audio messages. I have to reply to them, right? So what do? Listen, that's what I do.
Is it okay if we spend this screen time for academic aid?
100%. Because there are a lot of animation, there are a lot of debates, a lot of knowledge system, current affairs, English learning skill. Suppose you want to practice IELTS. The speed reading ability, comprehension ability, listening to different style of English, answering the queries. How do you get it? You will have to go through YouTube, or you will have to go to www, right? That's the only thing. www is not bad. But you have physical book, reading, writing, how to prepare for exams. Very simple. You want to get full marks in maths next. Very simple. Syllabus, take the chapter, prepare tough question papers. And sit as if you are in an exam hall, answer those questions. If you can predict all the 100 questions and those questions only come, you are 100 out of 100. Suppose 20 questions are going to have in the examination. You learn 40. And all the 20 are from this 40 what you learned, you get 100%, right? And why people don't get marks? Because they don't write that speed. So how do you practice speed writing? Keep writing. Every day write some 2-3 exams. So what will happen? There is no point in reading, listening, tuitions and all that. Because you are repeating the same thing in the same style what somebody was taught, again somebody else is teaching. That doesn't help. You will have to make your effort. How do you make your effort? Prepare question, prepare answers. Assume you have got 2-3 good friends. Prepare question, gift it to them. Ask them to answer and give it to you. So you learn how do they write. Ask them to prepare question. You take the question paper, answer it and gift it to them. Ask them to evaluate. That means they have to correct, not just evaluation. Correct it. When they correct it, you know, this is what mistakes I've done. Let me not do that tomorrow. So practice, 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 practice. Abhyasena tu kaunteya. To get it, the only method is abhyasam. Practice, practice, practice. Nothing else.
So, doctor, based on this conversation, you would have known at least some things of me. Based on that, would me opting English degree for college would be a great decision? But I want a high-profile job.
See, the highest profile job in India is civil service. Highest profile. Nothing is higher than that. Okay, politician is bigger, judge is bigger, administrator is bigger. These are all the 3 pillars of India, right? So in which politician you need different style of working and then planning. A lot of politics are required. To become a judge, yes, you can go through the law profile and then get into that. Read law, do LLB. If you have that passion, yes. Okay. So what can be done is you can go to graduation for law. So one path is there, and then also appear for civil service. So what is the ability you require? You must be able to read so much of material and then make a comprehension. So English comprehension has to be good. You want to become Indian civil servant, you must know India. That means I should have all the knowledge about India. There are 2 books, Civil Service Prelims Handbook, DrTPS. There is another book, IAS Edge. Amazon, it's available. Okay. Civil Service Prelims Handbook, I can send it to you, a PDF you can read. 7th class onwards, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, knowledge you should have. And knowledge about all these subjects, not to get marks, but a deeper knowledge. English, not a conversational skill, but a deeper knowledge in English. That means you must keep reading quite a lot. So there are people who do MBBS and then become to civil service. Do BTech, technical education, go to civil service. There are people who take humanities with all these up to 12th class thorough knowledge, a humanities, and then prepare from the day one. As you pass graduation for 3 years, 4th year, you can become a civil servant. Otherwise, BTech is 4 years. So it take another 1 year, 5 years. MBBS is 5 years, then another 1 more year, 6 years. So it depends on how bold and how thorough you are, how deeper you are in your knowledge. So don't wait for a result and then start learning for the next. Every day is a learning day. Every day is a holiday. Every day you must enjoy, every day you should study. So good that you have taken maths, physics, chemistry, biology up to 12th class. Now you can write all the entrance exam, see where do you get, then go through that path. This can be a parallel one. Or maybe you are a great doctor, your path is entirely different. You can be a researcher in medicine. So every job you can reach to the higher. A cook can be the best cook. He can become the president of America's cook. There is a movie called Chef. That's about the American president's cook. Okay, so there is no lesser job and higher job. Everything is bigger and higher based on how you are going to mold yourself from lower to higher. So it's your aspiration, your inspiration, and your success. That's why I keep saying IAS, inspire, aspire, success. Immediate academic success. Immediate, you should become good in all subjects. Rest will come.
But I am more inclined to choose a career path which guarantees success and also aligns with my values.
It's all success and value. Why do you say which job doesn't have your success and your value? Every job in which you are passionate will have your success and your value. Why do you think, or which job you think is not in align with your success and in align with your, tell me?
I would not want to choose a wrong job and end up hating it.
No, see, an intelligent person loves every job what they get. A dull fellow will hunt for a job what he thinks he loves and he can never love it. An intelligent man is one who mixes with everything, learn everything, do everything, every problem can be solved, that sort of a thing, right? Somebody stuck to a job throughout life, very rarely you see. Okay, so civil service, one of the advantages, you can get shifted from one job to another, one department to another department, one portfolio to another portfolio. So you will see variety of things in your life. So if one doesn't fit, you have something else.
May I know what job would you choose for me?
No, don't think about that. Don't think about that. That's why entrance exam means they are testing whether you are fit for that. So as soon as you pass 12th, you can write NDA. The 12th grade, when September onwards, the call will come. You can also go and write Regional Educational Center, Regional Institute of Education, RIE Mysore. That's one of the best to become a teacher. That doesn't mean it is only teacher. Good library, good campus. It's a national center for graduation. Along with the B.Ed, you can get it. Okay, that's a beautiful center. There are a lot of national institutions. You can write AFMC, AIMS, and IIT, IASC, ISER, anything you can write. Everywhere you will see a similar people who are interested. 20% will go for just getting a certificate to get a job. 20% of the people you see, they are passionate about the subject, they want to learn, that's why they came. The rest of the 60% you will see, they just came because they passed 12. Now they have to go somewhere, therefore they took this. No interest, no passion, no that you can see in the highest institution to the lowest institution. Ratio may be slightly different, that's it. So getting a good company, good institution, based on the entrance examination, they will decide you are fit for that or not. So write all entrance exams, that's what is essential.
So whatever degree I might take later might not matter.
Yeah, that is why I'm saying it doesn't matter, because you can keep adding your degrees. Your job is more important. So most of the time, the degree doesn't guarantee you that job. See, for example, you can become a bank employee. After BTech, you can also become after BA English. You understood? You can get a job in Google. Lot of people are computer science, but there are a lot of English literature people who wanted to make a documentation. They will also get a job. So which job you get, what you do there, depends on what is your taste. That can be decided quite later. I have seen people who have learned electrical engineering, fed up with that, changed it into. So choosing your graduation should be with the knowledge of what subject you are going to learn. So look at all the syllabus, see whether it is my taste. Look at different job profiles. Look at from here, if I go through that, where do I reach? So don't choose the bus without knowing where you want to go. That's what you should do. That we can always discuss based on after your +1, +2, getting entrance, write everything, get some ranks and see what can be done. You can sit at home, do your graduation, parallelly prepare for jobs also. Many people do that.
Also, doctor, the next one is how should we manage time?
Don't manage time, manage your activities. So I have a tumbler in which maybe 3 balls can be fit, a vessel in which 3 balls can be fit. Once I put that, is it full? I have space in between, right? So I put some pebbles, it goes inside. Still it is not full. I can put some sand. Still it is not full. I can put water. So if I put water first, then sand, then pebble, maybe single ball only will hold. But if I put 3 balls and then put the other way, same vessel can carry all that. So it depends on how priority I give based on the importance of the job which I have in hand. So I can prioritize. That's more important.
Also, in terms of a student in academic settings.
Academics, your first priority is don't keep on rereading. While reading every paragraph, you create one sentence. One page when you write, you should have one paragraph. When you finish one chapter, you should have one page written. And while reading it, you know the whole subject. Prepare notes, note taking and note making. If you have this habit, I am sure you will become successful. You invest time, unnecessarily don't waste time. So how good you do, how good you grab, how good you grasp, that matters more.
Doctor, can you suggest a job which has the most scope?
Every job, I told you, the cook has his priority, and where he gets appointment, that matters. A barber, Prime Minister's barber, has more access to the head of the Prime Minister than the private secretary. The private secretary was more closer to Prime Minister than somebody else. Understood? It all depends on where do you get placement and what job you take in your life. Not what you study will give you that. How good you are in that. You may be very good in some small aspect. Pursue it totally. I am sure you have a good success in that. We are too busy involved with 100 good things in our life. old past small memories has to fade away. People are not engaged totally, will have time to think about the past. One. Number two, you should have satsang. You had bad memories because of some bad company. Today you have a good company, you must enjoy now. Now is more important than what is past or what is going to come in the future. So being now is only when you have passion, when you start loving now. From now onwards, yes, let me make my life. I am not wasting my time thinking about what had happened in my life. That positiveness comes only when you become too busy, too engaged with good company around. That's essential. See, I have fallen when I have started learning walking. Correct. So what do I do? Now I started running. Should I think about I had a time when I have fallen and then if I run I may fall? Should I be in that thought process or should I start running faster and faster?
Running fast.
That's it. What happened previously, what happened earlier? There are how many people around you in this world? Millions of them. When you think that one or two people are very close to me, they have betrayed me, they have not become very good to me, this person was good, that person is not good. This is a small cluster of people. 40 people, 60 people, 100 people, 1000 people doesn't make any difference in my life. Because I am going to open up with millions of people around me in this world. The avenues and venues and opportunities and tracks, whatever you call, it's huge, 360 degree, not one direction, all the 360. Okay, expand as much as you can, learn as much as you can, reach the highest of the highest. All these stories will become just tamasha when you think about it later. All these are not at all that affect somebody's life. And it's not a competition. I want to raise somebody. No. We are all living our life. Everybody has got their own path. Everybody has got their own life. Nobody is competing with somebody else. I am living my life. And with my dignity, I know this is what I have done. This is what I am supposed to do further. Okay. Something would have gone bad. Something would have done a mistake. Let me now onwards edit, delete, correct. All that is possible.
I had a specific question in my mind, but I forgot. Okay, sir, now I remember the question is that could you give me a unique study pattern for physics, chemistry, and maths that while doing them it won't sound boring or monotonous?
See, maths is a language. Physics, chemistry, you will have to learn all the technical terms. Even in maths, there are a lot of technical terms. They are all Greek and Latin. The origin of them were Europe once upon a time, Russia sometime, Greek, Mesopotamia. So many different languages comes into that. We presume, we think that we know the meaning. Actually, we may not know the meaning. So look at the literary meaning, understand it perfectly, read, and then go back to the internet, either ChatGPT, Wikipedia, wherever you want. Read the content, make your own note. There will be animation, simulation possible. Then the way of learning become entirely different. In maths, you have trigonometry. You look at trigonometry, DrTPS, how I am teaching. Okay, look at some subject like momentum, how am I teaching? Calculus, how am I teaching? Differential equation, how am I teaching? Sine, cos, trigonometry, how do I define and then teach? Look at different subjects. Then, oh, this is how I should learn. And most of your Plus 1, plus 2 maths, physics, chemistry can be seen in engineering. Therefore, engineering physics, engineering maths, engineering chemistry. But don't read that the syllabus is entirely different, but you can look at some of the explanations, some of the way it has been explained, because they visualize it. In school classes, you don't see them visualized. Practical applications, you may not see that evidently. But you can look at it from out and then look at it. Or maybe at the worst, you have a very tough subject, tough chapter somewhere, you come back to me, I'll teach you that.
Okay, sir. Okay, doctor. In a nutshell, these study methods are to make notes and try out questions and also
Visualize.
use visualizations and online aids.
Yes. What happens most of the time is, what is the method in which the teacher teaches, same method the tuition teacher also will teach. So it's repeating same thing 2-3 times. It becomes so boring. Right? I don't think a tuition teacher is so innovative, so creative, so stylish, entirely different style where they make you to visualize. You should have a lot of questions to them. Probably that also doesn't happen. They will repeat the same style again and again. That doesn't help you. So instead of wasting time like that, you should have your own. You should learn. That's more important. Teaching is not important. Learning is important.
Doctor, can I share my future plan?
Yeah.
After 12th, I'm planning to take a gap year and prepare for multiple entrance exams like JEE, NEET, NDA, and DRDO. Is it fit?
I keep saying, don't drop 12th class itself. You should do parallelly all this. And then write all this. Don't think that, no, I am going to be a failure. I don't get any entrance now. Therefore, I will repeat. Repeat is a big disease only in Kerala. Nowhere outside Kerala, people have this dirty habit of repetition. Therefore, it has become every child's mind. If I don't repeat, I don't get it. But I'll tell you, the percentage of pass from repeaters is less than the percentage of pass from the direct. Right? So, don't think about repeating because you have one more year to go. 1 year is good enough to learn all these subjects and prepare for all the examinations. And there is nothing called a DRDO entry, which you said. I don't know which one you mean that. National Defense Academy is fine. There are so many other defense academies, fine. But DRDO, I never heard about an entrance after 12th. ISER you should write, IAC you should write, all central universities you should write, all that you should write. AIMS you should write, AFMC you should write, all that you should write. Getting into AFMC and all is like a straight job. NDA is getting into a job. So there are so many jobs after plus 1, plus 2. So that is what is to be aimed at. That you should have. During 12th itself you should write. Not after that, oh, I will fail, I will not get anywhere, therefore I will repeat. No, that's not correct method. I don't recommend that.
Okay, doctor. Also, my plan ahead is to get a stable job and then study till my last breath and travel and learn a lot of skills and languages, simultaneously taking care of my family.
Good. All the best. God bless you.
Okay, doctor. Thank you for this insightful section. Hoping to see more of you.
I can publish it.
Yes, doctor.
Thank you.
Thank you, doctor.
Regards to the whole family members. Every one of them.